I have no doubt Gorsuch is going to reverse Roe v. Wade. I have no doubt. So what do? Protect ourselves. Pass a state law that is a prophylactic from the federal action, and that means pass Roe Reproductive Health Act and the Contraceptive Care Act.
Governor Cuomo says he wants to amend the New York Constitution to protect abortion rights. He made the announcement as he and Hillary Clinton shared a stage at Barnard College. They joined New York Democratic lawmakers who vowed to pass the so-called Reproductive Health Act within 30 days of the legislative session. Governor Cuomo says the bill will guarantee a woman's right to all reproductive health options, and to make that permanent, he also wants a constitutional amendment.
We'll pass it next year. We'll put it on the ballot. We'll write it into the Constitution, and we'll be able to say we have protected women's rights in a way no one else has before. That's what we're going to...
State Democrats say they hope to pass the Reproductive Health Act by January 22nd, which is the 46th anniversary of Roe v. Wade, the case which legalized abortion.
I want to take it a step further. And I want to pass this year a constitutional amendment that writes into the Constitution a provision protecting a woman's right to control her own reproductive health.
I fiercely believe, as I said more than 2 decades ago, that human rights are women's rights and women's rights are human rights.
Hillary Clinton standing with Governor Cuomo on stage at Barnard College as they push the Reproductive Health Act. This would codify Roe v. Wade into New York state law.
We have said we're going to pass it in 30 days. I believe we're going to pass it in 30 days. And just so there's no ambiguity, we do the budget in April. I will not pass a budget until the Reproductive Health Act and the Contraceptive Care Act are passed, period.
For years, a Republican-led Senate has stopped Democrats from changing the state's abortion law. But Democrats just won the majority.
And I am sure we are both going to do it. And we know that the governor's going to sign it.
Abortion became legal in New York State in 1970, 3 years before Roe v. Wade made it the law of the land. But there are some loopholes in New York's law, making it hard for some people to get an abortion.
I was young, so it was important, very important to me.
Karen Rosenberg lived in Manhattan when abortion became legal. Did you ever think we'd be here in 2019 still talking about this?
No, actually no. It's gone backwards.
This legislation means even if the Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade, it will still be legal here. Taking it one step further, Governor Cuomo is also calling for a constitutional amendment protecting abortion.
That's what we're going to do this year.
Not everyone is happy about this. The New York State Right to Life Committee says the few protections in New York law should not be repealed. Abortion is not health care. And the New York State Catholic Conference says this legislation is both dangerous and unwise public policy. But with a Democratic governor, assembly, and Senate, change is ahead. In Manhattan, Allison Cade.
The move by Albany to update existing abortion law worries groups like the Catholic Church. Jessica Shanahan works for the Rochester Catholic Diocese. She says the diocese is opposed to the Reproductive Health Act because it fears it would lead to an increase in late-term abortions.
This legislation that the governor wants to pass and is committed to passing will promote late-term abortion because it will now be expanded to the health of the mother.
The proposed legislation would install federal abortion protections into state law and remove abortion from the medical code. Supporters have tried for years to get it passed, but critics successfully blocked it. Among other things, they don't like the language in the bill that more loosely defines the health of a mother as reasons to terminate a pregnancy.
Physical health, the emotional health, the mental health of the mother, those could all be reasons to terminate a baby.
But it's not just church groups who oppose the move. Feminists Choosing Life of New York does too.
The RHA completely and utterly disregards humans in utero. It just completely disregards human life. We see abortion as a tool of oppression rather than empowerment.